sometimes you put everything aside and just go cruise. Go, and when you come back, you freshen yourself. So it was a lot, me with my ladies, and we having fun yesterday. It was lovely. And we ate, my stomach was filled up. So my stomach was really filled up, but it was good. It was very, very good. We have fun. We have fun. It was nice. It was very nice. And I enjoy myself. I drink coffee. It was so good. I always call it home escape. That's the kind of word I used to describe it. Sometimes you just need to go out, no children, no partner, nobody, no work, nothing. So you just have fun. Just cruise yourself up because it's good for your mental health. You need to take care of your mental health. When your mental health is at rest, everything is at rest. So that's always the way it is. So the the chakras, just setting up the chakras, the chakras. So I'm gonna put YouTube here. So now we can start. Woo! What a day. Good evening back to you all. Good evening back to you all, and welcome back to Quincy Talk. This is my live stream, and we talk about spirituality, we talk about life, we talk about a lot of things that is very educational for you to know. And if you have questions that bothering you, anything at all that you want to know, you like to get clarification about, you can always write it on the chat and I will reply you. So yesterday I couldn't be on live stream because I went to go recharge, to go refresh myself, and I have fun. It was good. So welcome back each and everyone again. Welcome back. It's Monday. Happy Monday to you all. And today we are talking about chakras. Chakras. So if you hear the word before, chakras. If you have heard the word before, people talk about it. I made mention of, I did a bit of videos about it, but those videos I always do, those pre-record videos. So it's not like hours video or 30-40 minutes video whereby we will deliberate and talk and talk and talk and talk. That is why I love this live stream. So I just dedicated this live stream for my spirituality discussion, awareness, knowledge, teaching and stuff. So because here I will have the opportunity to take a single topic and break it all down as little as it could. Why the other things I do for my Facebook, we just cast cruise, we enjoy ourselves, So you can be spirituality and still enjoy yourself. You see, that's what my page is all about. So you can be spiritual, a well person, and still have your normal good life going. So it doesn't mean that because you become spiritual or you have some awakeness that everything around you become like, oh. There's a time for but the moment you get to the tip of it, you now understand that, yes, you are here to cruise, explore. That is what you come here to do. So every bit of it you should be doing. You should be exploring and enjoying yourself. So you two people, please thumbs up, and subscribe to your girl, guys. You two people, please thumbs up, and subscribe, because today we are talking about the chakra. I have, the people that owns this toy, now they are not here. Lucky me. They are not here. So because I will be using their beautiful Barbie toy to describe the chakras. So I'm just going to tie up this hair so that it doesn't stand on my way. Let me see if I have something here. Because this owner of this Barbie, they don't play with the Barbie. They will come here now, they will tell you to give it back. So for that reason, I I need to be discreet. Chakras. In Hindu, the Buddhist tradition, the chakras are energy center in the body that influence our physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. There are 7 main chakras, each associates by AI people, which associates with different colors, sound, and qualities. The root chakra, stabilities, the sacred creativity, solar presence, confident, heart, love, throat, communication, third eye, intuition, crown, spiritual connection. So today, so those are you can also go and Google it. Those are AI just giving us a blink, like the basic information, because why I break it down all to the basic and all to the basic. I hope this what's it called? TikTok people can see me well. Sorry. Let me just shift it a bit because it's like TikTok people are not seeing me correctly. It's like they're only seeing me half. Okay, now, yeah, think everybody can see me well now. Yeah, so, okay, good. So, we are going to be talking about the chakras. YouTube people, please kindly subscribe. So somebody should tell this network not to misbehave because it's not today. So the chakras is the different energy bank in your body. Like seriously, energy bank in your body. Each and every part of your body carry different frequency and different energy. And this energy is what together. You didn't do your traditional drinking water. I have it here, but not yet. Oh, thank you. So every part of these chakras, they have their energy power. They have their frequency. And these all things come together is what we use every day, like seriously every day. And the reason why this information is so vital is for you to know why different things happen and why it happens. When we talk about oh my God, I'm just lost in this word. I will get it done well. So when we talk about energy, we talk about frequency. So each and every energy and frequency in you, each and every part, all of this part in your body carries energy, carry frequency. So when we talk about your aura is the total energy that govern you, that surround you. Those are the auras. And there is a special light that the scientists have used to be able to detect it, and it can show. Not everything you can see in the physical realm, but in this, when they have their special system, they can use it to see it. So when you're also spiritually knowledge person, you will also be able to see it, how strong someone aura is and how weak someone aura is. When someone that has a very strong aura, you will see that the person is always, having things protected and stuff. And someone that have a weak aura, you will see always get infection, blah, 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 problem here and there. Because before anything can come to you, it has to penetrate through your aura. So first, we will talk about these chakras. And if we can't finish it today, like this whole week, we'll be talking about it. And we will also be talking about that aura. Because it is something that also connects. But the first one is the chakra. So what is the chakra? What part of these chakras that are every part in your body, the chakras is there, So I wish. So now the first chakra, this is why I bring this my children baby to make to describe it, because it's very important. The first chakra is down here. Like this place there. That is your first chakra. It's your portal. Is that place. Through this place, things go in your body. like, when you go and do your stuff, you know what I mean? So that is, you are opening up your first chakra. This down here, look at it. Both male and female, they're all the same. The first chakra. That is where your first chakra is located. And the second chakra is here, just below your navel, down, just below your navel here. Everybody have it. It's all the same in everybody. So just below your navel, that is your second chakra. And your third chakra is your stomach, where your food stays. That is your third chakra. And your fourth chakra is where your heart is, just below your breast a bit. That is where your fourth chakra is. And your fifth chakra, that is your throat, just here. Your throat here, that is your fifth chakra. And your sixth chakra, that is your forehead here. Your third eye here. And your seventh chakras, that is a bit above you. And that is a bit above you, but in a kind of antenna. It's like an antenna that is in your head, and that antenna is what connects information from you to the universe. Excuse me. It's what connects information from you to the universe. It's what connects information from you to your higher self. So now that we have explained the different parts in our body of the chakras, so now we're going to be talking about their functions and why it's important. So it is very vital that this information, you pay attention to it, because this is not just information to make you feel good or to make you feel bad, but to enlighten you and to give you the awareness and the importance of you make sure that you are keeping yourself good. So this first chakra, when negative energy want to inflate you, they pass through this first chakra, your portal. And don't forget your fourth chakra, which is here. That is where you as a conscious being, that is where you reside. Your heart. That is where love is. That is where everything is built up. When a child is being formed in the womb, the first thing they will hear about is what? The heart. Because it is the heart that started all. And that is why everything starts from here, your heart. So when negative energy want to inflate you, want to inflate a person, it will go through the first chakra, which is under. And that is why it is dangerous. It is not advisable to, sleep around, have sexual relationship randomly. You can't just be randomly sleeping with different people just because it pleases you and giving you fun or make you feel good about yourself. That is why you shouldn't do it, because when you are doing it, you are exchanging energy. You are exchanging energy from the other person to you. So when you are exchanging energy from the other person to you, when that person have a negative energy, you automatically open your portal and the energy goes through it and go and reside in the heart, which is the fourth chakra. And by so doing, it will contaminate your heart. The fourth chakra, destroy all the love that you're supposed to have, destroy all the peace you're supposed to have, destroy every good thing that the person is supposed to have. Why? Because the negative energy has penetrated. Another way that the negative energy can also penetrate into someone's life is through the mouth. Your mouth is another portal whereby food goes into you. Like boom. So these two here, your mouth here and here, they are very important in your body. They have a very good function that they are doing. It's not just to eat, because your mouth, you use it to speak truth. You use it to talk. You use it to defend yourself. You use it for a lot of things. So for that reason, it's also another portal, your mouth. That's why the power, they tell you that the power of life and death are in the power of the tongue. Because the tongue is not just the tongue. It is a portal, is a gate whereby information speak out and information block out. So these two portals are very vital in you to always keep safe, because negative energy penetrates in, out, and in. When you eat something bad, like food that is being contaminated, when I mean contaminated, I'm not talking about physical contaminated, that has been spiritually poisoned, spiritually destroy food, or put charm, or charm of something, that it can be bad, or sickness or diseases, that you eat it through your mouth. That food goes from here and come to your third chakra. From your third chakra, it move to your heart chakra, and that is when it start to function. So it is also very vital that you shouldn't just eat in any place. When before any negative energy will attack someone or penetrate, to be able to penetrate into that person's aura, this is where it passed through. That's your first chakra. This place. This is your first chakra, or your mouth chakra. When it passes through your mouth, it goes in. And that is why you have to be very well protected of yourself, be very well protected of the things you do, and be very well protected of the place you be around, because your body is a temple. Your body is a vehicle that you are using to live on this realm, that you are using to live around, do things around on this realm. So because of that, you don't want to go contaminate it. You don't want to go contaminate it. You don't want to go destroy it. I always talk about that your body is like a vehicle. Yes, because that vehicle is what you use to drive around. If you have a vehicle, you will understand what I mean. You use your vehicle to go walk. You use your vehicle to do everything. So to go do all this stuff. So this is your body. It's also your vehicle. And this vehicle needs to be well kept. It needs to be well protected, so that negative energy cannot penetrate. Because when they penetrate, negative energy destructs information, destructs everything, good things in your life. And that is why it is vital to always keep it safe. So your first chakra, it is very important that you keep it safe. And then your second chakra, but the most one will just keep the third, we'll skip the second chakra, we'll go to the third chakra, because that place is very important. It's also your intuition. Each and every one, we have two brain, two parts of our body that has a brain. We have the first brain here. Here is your first brain, in your head, your first brain. Look at it. Your first brain is in your head. The second brain is here, your stomach. Your second brain is your stomach. And that your stomach is your intuition. How do they say it? I don't know if you come across someone using the word, said, I feel it in my stomach. It makes my stomach sick, because your stomach is your brain. Yes. Your third chakra is not just to put food inside. It takes information. It absorbs everything, and it begins to process it. People don't get sick. What do they say? You are what you eat. You get sick by what you eat, not what you come across or a place or so. Because you have to pass through the mouth and go to the third chakra and go and recite it there. And that is very vital. If you're a person who always eats junk food, you are contaminating your third chakra, because you can't feel anything. You can't have any information there. Yes, you might say, Quincy, how can your stomach speak to you? Yes, it does speak. Let me give an example. I'm a very high vibrant person. I mean, I vibrate intensively. I vibrate maybe probably different than yours, but it is mostly common that as a being, there are some things that you want to do, you feel it in your stomach. There are some information that you will come across and you just felt it in your stomach. You just have this vibe. It will be, for me, it vibrates like something just shaking like this. Like I can literally put my hand on my stomach and I will be feeling my stomach just vibrating. That is me. And I don't know about you, how you have your own, or if your own is totally blocked. But if it is blocked, there is something you can still do. How you can activate all these chakras if they are all blocked. But if they are not blocked, but let's talk about it first. So your third chakra is your second brain. It should be able to tell you when something is wrong and when something is bad. And that is why you will say, I just have bad feeling about that thing. It doesn't work. I don't know. My stomach is just feeling so sick about it. Because your stomach is also a brain. And that is your third chakra. And that your third chakra has information. It can process information. It don't just break food into small particles. No, it also breaks things, information, feelings, energy. It breaks them into particles. And by breaking them into smaller particles and processing them to you, for you to decide what to do. And that is why when something is bad or someone is bad and is coming close to you, and you're supposed to feel it on your third chakra, because this is a very high sensitive part in your body. That is why I said it's your second brain. This, your stomach, is not just to eat food. If anything you think about is, oh, food, there is a tendency that your third chakra is being blocked. And that is why when you see it, when you notice that it's commonly so much in the world whereby we have so much processed food rather than organic food. Because when you are always eating processed food, when you are always eating junk food, when you are always eating those food that are not beneficial for your health, you are destroying your third chakra. Yeah, your stomach. You are destroying your third chakra. And when your third chakra is blocked, you can't feel it. When your third chakra, we should be careful of what you eat, exactly. So when your third chakra is blocked, you can't feel it. Before you get sick, the food comes here, your stomach. So when any negative thing, when you go to a doctor, they want to run tests, tell you how the food you have been eating have been working in you. It's from here. Because your stomach is not just to eat food. Your stomach is not just to put food and drink water and sleep. No, your stomach does a lot of things that you can imagine. All those feelings, all those negative energy, all those bad feelings, all those tears, they all come down here. When you are crying, you are screaming, you are squeezing your stomach. When something is not right or you are screaming so bad, it is your stomach you squeeze. You are squeezing those energy out of it. So when that place is contaminated, you won't feel any dying. You will not feel any single thing, not even the smallest thing. You will not feel it. Why? Because it is being contaminated. So it is important that you be mindful of the food you eat. As a matter of fact, if your body tells you, don't eat, no matter how sweet that food is, don't. Don't. You know, before I knew this stuff, in those days, I barely eat. In fact, as a matter of fact, I don't eat. I don't eat in people's place. Before, I don't. Even to drink water in your place, I won't. because it all comes down to this third chakra. When it's contaminated, that means part of you has already been contaminated. That means your whole aura can be destroyed and bring down. So negative energy can easily penetrate. Imagine when a negative energy penetrates through your first chakra, your portal, and it comes down to your stomach, and you see that your stomach is already broken down. What did you think is going to happen? People don't just get sick, my dear. It just comes down to this place. Have you ever seen somebody who just walk and just have to get sick? It's not possible. It has to be what you eat down to this place. That's the first target. You know, it's not just your stomach is not just to eat food, have children or whatever. Your stomach does a lot more than you can imagine. This, your third chakra, is your second brain. How you are feeling, how your body is reacting, how you are controlling your emotion, it all depends on your third chakra. Because your third chakra controls almost every part of your body. Almost everything. Whatever you put in here, whatever you allow it to come to your stomach chakra, whatever you allow it to come in, what's going to affect the whole of your body. So it's not just for to eat food. It's also to do more better things in your life. So now we'll move down to the fourth chakra, which is your heart. You know, your heart is not just a place whereby I pump blood, boom, boom, boom. No, it's a YouTube people. Please subscribe, and thumbs up. Thank you so much. So now, your heart chakra, which is your fourth chakra. Your heart chakra is not just a heart here for you to, to have a heart that pump blood to you. No, that is where you, as a being, that is where you actually reside. It's your engine. You know, sometimes I just lay down, I can hear my heartbeat, boom, 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 boom. And I ask myself, so long that someone live, maybe you live to 100 years, that engine will just be there, boom, 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 boom. And the moment the engine stop, bye-bye to the other world. Your heart chakra is where you are reciting this everything that, I want to look for something to describe this. Let me get something to describe it. I think I can use this. Let me see, I can use this to describe it. So your heart chakra, I'm going to be using it. So you see this teddy bear, okay? This teddy bear is each and every one. You see, it's like it's not life now, it's so flat, nothing, it's just down. But because my hand is is you consciousness, because you are a spirit living in this room. You wearing this shirt, you wearing this person, and this person becomes stiff, it becomes strong, and it can be able to move around, it can be able to do a lot of things because you are inside. And that is why when you also see somebody who pass on, the body will be laying down lifelessly while the person is not there. Because the person that used to control that body is no longer there, and the person has left, and you see the body so laying down flat. And where you and I reside in this body is the fourth chakra, the heart. That is where we stay. That is where you and I are residing in this body, in this our body. So every other thing that we do, that we have this body like this, so we can use it, we can turn it, we can move it left, right, we can do everything with it, but we are doing it from our heart. That is where we are reciting. That is where we are staying. That is where you and I are staying in this whole body. So the ability to move, the ability to do this, the ability to talk, we control it from this, our heart. That there. Now, when you leave this body, that is where you see the body laying down like someone that is sleeping, while the person has passed on. You will see the body laying down lifelessly because there is nobody inside that body anymore. So, having said that, the heart chakra is where you and I stay. Now, this is where something is very important when we talk about this heart chakra. Excuse me. I need to get water to clear my throat. So, the heart chakra, the reason why the heart chakra is very powerful as well, because it's like the driver's seat, in your car. No matter how big the car is, whether small or big, the driver's seat still remains the same. You have the steering, you have your brake, your whatever, all the things that is supposed to be there, and they're all the same. That is the fourth chakra, and that is where you and I are staying, because you and I are the one driving this body, this vehicle body that we are using to operate in this realm, that we are using to do things in this realm. I can move my hand, I move it from my heart here. I can do everything because I'm controlling it from my heart. So now, this your fourth chakra. That is where, if you are living there and you have love inside of you, you see you being peaceful. But first, I also want to talk about it because this video, if we can't finish it today, we will continue it tomorrow, because I want to break it down. It's not like small video I used to do. This is a video where I can explain everything. So now, this your fourth chakra, where you are reciting. When negative energy wants to affect or afflict somebody, like evil, bad things, when it comes down from the first chakra or from the mouth opening, which is also your portal, come down to the heart. When the heart is being contaminated, they will say that person's heart has been contaminated. That means that person there has been spoiled. And the same thing, when negative energy penetrates into people's life, it goes down to the heart, because one target is the driver. When a car will have an accident, the first thing they will check is the driver before the passenger. Why? Because it is the driver who determined where the car was going and how the car was going about. So when the driver is okay, that means all other people can be okay as well. And that is why you can also say that in most cars, when they have an accident, there is this airbag that comes out from the steering wheel that comes from the steering wheel to protect the driver, because the driver is the fourth chakra of that vehicle. So you and I are living on this fourth chakra. So in this fourth chakra, that is where all your information is being built. Now, if that fourth chakra is contaminated, when I use the word contaminated, meaning it has been inflated with negative energy. Negative energy in the sense that evil things, evil beings, or possess whatever thing that you might, all is all negative. So that's why I always like clarify it all together as negative energy. So when negative energy wants to afflict someone, it will first of all, When they come through the mouth, when they um, when they afflict a food and you eat it, it goes down to your third chakra. And from your third chakra, it begin to climb. Because at that time, the third chakra is also a place. I told you it's not just a place of food. It's also a place that carries information everywhere. So from this place, your food is being carried all over your body. And that means from this place, it goes down to your heart. From that heart, when it's able to afflict the heart of that person, that is where they are able to afflict that person physically. So when someone is not able to afflict that person, the heart, they give him food, the person eats it, nothing work. You can't get down to the heart. You can never get down to the heart. Never. Because even the heart itself is very protected. And that is why there are so many things you just can't just let it go. And if you are that person who just open your leg for anything by thing, just so you want to have pleasure, also know that there is a portal that goes down to you. So that portal goes straight. Whatever thing that is being done in you goes straight down to your heart, because your heart is the main target. So when it goes down to the heart and it's being contaminated, that is where things also get bad. You see, when you are having what's it called? Hatred upon person, someone offends you, someone did something wrong to you, and you feel so bad. That thing where you always feel it. Where you always feel it, guys. You felt it in your heart. And when you see that person or you hear about that person, you see there is something that struck your heart. Because that thing really, it really gets to you. That person really gets to you. And a good part of it is that the best good explanation of this is that when you are newly in love, when you just met somebody new and the chemistry is just there, none of that they will talk about those information, because these things is not just something that, oh, yeah, I just met somebody. Every now and then we are like a magnetic being. We are releasing energy. As I'm talking to you now, I'm not just releasing words to you. I'm bringing that energy to you, pouring it out there. These are energy. All this information that I'm pouring out there positively is to elevate you. So here we don't talk about negative things. We don't destroy people. We don't do this. We don't do that. Those negative things. So therefore, I'm bringing good energy. But if it is also like a platform whereby you destroy people, you talk rubbish about people, those are also negative energy that you are pouring it out there. And you that is also listening, you are absorbing it. And that is why you have to be very careful what you listen to. So now we are still on this fourth chakra. So on this fourth chakra now, when you fall in love, you just newly met somebody and the love is so blanky. The moment that person just talk to you or do something to you, you see something struck your heart. That striking of your heart is you feeling it's like a person sitting on the driver's seat. You get shaking. You get shaken because that is where you reside in your heart. You feel it. So now, when information is bad, it goes down to the heart. When information is good, it goes down to the heart. It is your heart where everything comes and sits. And that is why when you are so full of anger, you are so full of bitterness, you are so full of hatred, it is all in your heart. You see, there is it's about 20 years ago. I'll go and look for my diary. There is a poem that I wrote. I will come and read it for you guys on a very beautiful day. I don't know, but some of these days that I will have a time, I will come and read it. I will go look for it and then I'll come and read it. It's called, there is a poem I wrote. It's called Hatred. Hatred is a seed. It can come through food. It can come through sexual intercourse, through your first portal. And when it comes to the heart. And now, how did hatred also come in? Hatred also come in the sense that when someone offends you and you refuse to let go, or someone or negatively influence you by gossiping somebody to you, and because you also like that person and you don't like the other person, you become to hate that person. And when you begin to hate that person, as a matter of fact, you are sowing a hate seed to your heart. And gradually, when that hate seed began to germinate, every now and then that you always listen to someone destroying other, someone beating other, and negative. So those hatred seed will begin to grow. Excuse me. When it begins to grow, it will be eating up your heart. The love that surrounds your fourth chakra. The love that surrounds your fourth chakra, it will be eating it up like termites, eating every good things in your heart. They'll say, oh, please open your heart. Baby, open your heart for me. Oh, Lele. I will sing that song. Baby, open your heart for me. Let me come in, blah, blah, blah. Because your heart is where you stay. Your heart is where everything resides. So now, when that hatred penetrates into your fourth chakra, excuse me. When that hatred penetrates into your fourth chakra, it will begin to eat up every good things in your heart. Love, peace, especially love. Love is the highest frequency. It is the number of 9. So when it's no longer in your heart, that is where hatred now develop towards. Hatred, anger, bitterness, they now so much develop, all this while. I always say it, hatred is worse than HIV. It's worse than cancer. Hatred, when you allow that seed to come into you, is worse than cancer itself. It will eat up every good things in your life. And that is why you should never have hatred of anybody. If you don't like person, let it be on your own. But never you allow that seed of hatred to germinate, to grow. Because for any time you are letting that seed to grow, you are opening yourself up. And when that seed is growing, it's destroying your fourth chakra. And when it destroys your fourth chakra, that is where you start to lack love as a being. They say, you will hear someone that say that person doesn't even have, there is no love in that person. It's not capable, like the narcissist is not capable of loving somebody because there is in that heart, there is nothing in there. The love, the kindness, the happiness is not there. When someone is so full of happiness, someone is so full of joyfulness, someone is so full of peacefulness to themselves, excuse me. To themselves, their heart will release a chemical called oxytocin. And this chemical, it will cleanse up negative energy that is around that heart. It will purify it and make that heart look clean. And the heart can reform itself again. Your fourth chakra. It is not just to pump blood, pum, pum, pum. It also controls all your emotional being. How you react, how you feel when something is not right. What is your heart? They will say, what is your heart telling you? Follows your heart, exactly. Exactly. Because your heart will always tell you to say, let your heart not deceive you, because that is where it all stands. But when your heart does not have love, when it's being eaten up with negative energy, hatred, bitterness, anger, have eat up all the love that is. Good morning from Indonesia. Oh, hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. Thank you for stopping on my live stream. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. So as we are saying, so when those love has been taken away, that is where the person will start to be feeling so bittered, so anger, because in that place there is nothing anymore. And that is why I said it over and over. I wrote it in my poem. There I will come and read it. Hopefully that, people should have, you come and say, come and listen. Hatred is a seed. It's worse than cancer. When it cropping into your fourth chakra, it will begin to eat up gradually every good thing in your heart. And when it's done, that is where you leave the person so become a sadist. Because a sadist is a person who does not have love, who does not have happiness, because it has allowed hatred, it has allowed bitterness to eat up every good things in their heart. And so therefore they don't have anything left anymore. When there is nothing left, and there is nothing left to talk about again. And when there is nothing left, and then there is nothing, absolutely nothing, the heart is just there. They will say that person's heart is like a stone. Have you heard that person? They will say that person's heart is like a stone. It's like there is a stone in that heart, because that heart has been eaten up. There is no love anymore. There is no peace anymore. There is no joy. So, for some people, when someone is being happy, it offends them. It makes them angry because they are full of bitterness. Their fourth chakras has been totally dismantled. There is nothing there anymore. It's just a stone. They will say the person's heart is strong like stone. That is it. The fourth chakra. That is where everything is. That is where all the things happen. So when the fourth chakra is contaminated, that is where you see people. So that person does not have a soul, does not have a heart. The heart is too strong, is so wicked. Because for you to have compassion, it has to be situated in your heart. For you to have love, it has to be situated in your heart. For you to have kindness, it has to be situated in your heart. All of these things reside in your heart. They stays in your heart. They live in your heart. They breathe in your heart. But when they are not there, that is where you have nothing. Absolutely nothing. When they are not there, that is where you have nothing, absolutely nothing. Whew. My God. My God. We have been talking about the chakras. I said if we cannot finish it today, tomorrow we will continue. And I stop here. I will end here because it's already 11 o'clock. This live stream is always 1 hour. I start 10 o'clock and I finish 11, because tomorrow is school, people goes to work, and so tomorrow we will continue from where we stop, the fourth chakra. So we move down from the first chakra to the fourth chakra, the first to the fourth. So we still have the fifth and the sixth and the seventh chakras. So if you have questions that you want to ask, you can leave it in the comments so that I can, answer you. In the meantime, remember that the fourth chakras, that is where you are residing, because you are the fourth chakras. That is where you stay. That is where your love stays. That is where your kindness stays. That is where your peace stays. So everything there. So tomorrow we will continue to talk about it. continue from the fourth chakras, because from the fourth chakra, we can also talk about when it's being contaminated, why is it contaminated, how is it contaminated, and when that happened, and what happened to people's life. When you see people who are so heartless, you say the person is heartless. When you see a person who are so bitter, they say the person is bitter. It's not really that the person is bitter, it's because there is no love left for that person. Their heart is totally empty. And when their heart is empty, there is nothing you can do. It's like an empty vessel where there is nothing there, there is nothing there. So there have to be something. There have to be something. It's like this hot water something now. Yeah. You see, there is nothing inside. You see how flat. But when there is something inside, it would have been heavy. So this in your heart chakra, when there is nothing, when there is no love inside anymore, when there is no joy inside anymore, when there is no peace inside anymore, that is where the thing is empty. They will say that person has no joy, that person has no peace, it has nothing. It's just a sadist. Because a sadist is somebody who always sad. Always. Because everything about that person is be taken out. It's totally be eaten up. Bitterness, anger, they have all eat up every good things. That is why you should protect yourself. Guide yourself. Protect yourself at all costs. Not everything you do, not everything you allow, not everything you allow it to be in you. Before someone can get to you, they have to get through your chakras. And the easier way they can get to your chakra is either through food or through sex. If they can't have sex with you, they will want to give you food. Because those two things connect to your heart. Because with those two things, those things they are able to pass will go through your heart. When you have sex, it goes straight to your fourth chakra. Look at it. You have sex from here, it goes down to your fourth chakra. When you eat food, it comes to your third chakra and still go down to your fourth chakra. So for someone to be able to afflict someone negatively, then those things have to be in place. So my dear, protect yourself by all means, by all costs. Not every food you eat, not every place you go, and not everybody you sleep with, no matter what. Because everything is energy. Everything is energy. Everything absolutely is all energy. So we will end the live stream here. If you have questions, leave it in the comment section. And tomorrow we will continue. We stop here at fourth chakra. Tomorrow we will start again as we discuss more further. So we have the fourth chakra we have talked about. Tomorrow we'll talk about the fifth, the sixth, and the seventh chakras. So thank you all so much for stopping by on my live stream. Thank you for watching YouTube. Thank you so much. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you, each and everyone. I really appreciate you all. So have a lovely day. Have a lovely weekend, a lovely week, a lovely evening. Sleep well. Ciao. Bye. Bye-bye.